Am I all right?
Yep, you're perfect.
Okay.
What's up? This is Jay-Z.
Hey yo, this is Eminem.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Drizzy Drake.
Yo, what's up? This is Usher.
This is Big Snoop D-O double G.
Wait,
Your boy, Bad Boy Billy Slide.
Hey, yo, wings up, it's your boy, Judah Priest.
Yo, what up? One and only Murphy Lee. That's right, it's your boy, Having the Mouthpiece from the South Central Cartel.
This is Steve Variant, aka The Invade, only on KFSM Radio.
KFSM
KFSM
Radio.
Radio.
KFSM Radio.
KFSM. It's your radio station. KFSM radio station. KFSM radio station. I'm tuned.
Yeah, welcome all to Celebrity Talk with your boy 2T. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody because you know coming straight out of Beamer, baby, we got Jonte Too Tall Hall in the building.
What's up, man? Thanks for having me, bro. I appreciate that, man.
Hey, man, thanks for taking the time to be here with us, man. It's just amazing. We see you always out there working and doing your thug thizzle, bro. I've had the opportunity to go through your bio and kind of follow you on your social media and know exactly who you are, man, and what you got going on. But for those of our fans who've been sleeping under a rock and don't really know who Jonte Too Tall Jones is, man, tell them a little bit about yourself.
Too Tall Hall.
That's what I call it, Too Tall Jones.
The Cowboys.
Yeah, right. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. So, what's up, everybody? I appreciate y'all for tuning in.
An inspiration because especially in the black youth, man, is not a lot of opportunity for us. Sometimes all have to go for it. We have to work for it. We have to make sure that we putting ourselves in the right position at the right time to be able to take advantage of these type of situations. Now you had a role, man. You kind of went through some things, played a little bit of college ball, dropped out, and got into different situations and wound up on the Globetrotters. How does that at 5'2"? Who does that, bro? Come on now.
Facts. So I was working. So I'm gonna take it from kind of the beginning.
Okay.
So I was working. I was doing housekeeping work. I was doing janitorial work, man. I was cleaning bathrooms for a living, bro. Making $7 an hour. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna give basketball one more shot. And I got with the Washington Generals, the guys we play against. I emailed the GM, man, and had to send some film of myself, and he sent me a little contract, man. It wasn't a lot of money, but he gave me opportunity, man. Wow. And then did that for a year and a half. Globetrotters liked me so much, man. They gave me a tryout. And, man, I've been to 57 countries, all 50 states on my second passport, bro. And I made history, bro. First shortest Harlem Globetrotter history.
Hey, man, come on. That's what's up, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
When I see, like, footage of you playing, it's really like a Spud Webb with extra talent, bro. It's like you got the little man syndrome, so you just going in there, you just going hard on everybody. Everybody can get it, and I love it.
Right.
So, what drove you to basketball? I know B-More is kind of like Buffalo a little bit, man. If you're in the wrong part of town, man, you could be subject to a lot of different things in life, a lot of different opportunities when it comes to just trying to make it on the street. And I know you went through some things. Just tell us a little bit about yourself growing up and what kind of drove you to basketball.
So of course in Baltimore, man, it's like you don't have a lot of options. So it's like you can either get caught up what you see, or you could be an athlete, you know. So that's like they were one of the two things that you had going for yourself in Baltimore. And of course, you know, I had good parents. That of course my uncle, that's the one that really motivated me to play basketball in the first place. So they kept me off the streets, man. You know, I knew back then I wasn't built for the streets. So that, you know, that wasn't for me. So I wasn't going to pretend that I'm a street dude, and I'm not. So the God's grace, you know, our family was known in the hood, in the project. So that kind of like saved me and my brother, man. And we didn't have to go out there on the street. So we was already known for our family.
Wow.
So what drove me to basketball was my uncle. He motivated me. He put the basketball in my hand pretty much and said, look, man, street's not for you. You know, I'm a basketball player myself. And I got my first basketball at the age of 6.
Wow.
And so right there, that's when I fell in love with it. Then my uncle motivated me to play organized basketball. Because I was a little nervous, a little shy to play organized basketball, man.
All right.
So he positioned me to like play organized basketball at 9. So after that, bro, it was all she wrote, man.
Amen.
It was like history in the making,
History in the making. That's what's up. Now, basketball is a really skillful sport. I know I'm a football player myself, and I'm a little short. I dunked one time. And then the second time I tried, I fell on the back of my head, and I really ain't played as much basketball. The rim stuffed me real hard, and I really ain't played a whole lot of basketball, except for when my sons challenge me. They still can't get no wins that way. So how much endurance and how much practice does it really take, and how committed does a person really have to be? We see the videos with the Jordans and the Pimpins. We see the videos with the LeBrons and all of those guys. But we get to actually hear from a superstar. You've been all around the world, man. Just tell us a little bit about the dedication that you actually have to put into this to be successful.
So growing up, bro, it was like I had to practice every day because I knew back then I wasn't gonna grow much. My mom is 4'9", my dad is 5'3". So right there, I was like, damn, I'm not gonna grow much. So I had to practice. Like I know a typical player have to practice, but being 5'2", being short, I had to put in extra hours of work because again, I knew I wasn't gonna be tall. So when we have a team practice, I practice with the team, and then when it was time to go, I put in extra hours. I okay, I know I'm short, so I gotta have range for my jump shot. I know I gotta have speed, so I'm working on my speed. I know I gotta be able to dribble the ball. Let me do some ball dribbling routines. So I had to put in hours of work, man. Even until my Globetrotter journey, I had to put in extra work. Being a Globetrotter, we had to take out basketball. I know rookies from your first to your 5th year, you had to take the ball to your rim.
Wow.
You know what I mean? They don't play about that.
That's
man.
like some program stuff. Don't drop the ball if he brings me the ball back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on.
I know, bro. I know I broke 1 or 2 lamps in my hotel room. I had to pay for them out of my pocket.
Lord, I love it.
So yeah, man. So man, practice made perfect, man. Even when I got a professional, I had to practice, work on my craft.
Amen. That's what's up. Now, you mentioned a little earlier about how, man, I was growing up in B-Mode. My family was known in the projects, but I knew I wasn't built for that. Today, it seems like the kids are entering into we'll just call it the industry. It doesn't matter if it's basketball, football, music. Everyone is just so young now because everyone's faster, stronger, a little bit bigger, but they're not getting the information from the OGs to really help them to understand. So let's use music, for instance. They get in there, I'm a killer, I'm a gangster, I'm doing all of this, and we're losing their lives at a very young age. How important it is for these young people to understand how real and how true that is, and humbling it is to say, hey man, I knew I wasn't no gangster. I had to find a way to make it, because I believe that's what's hurting our youth right now when it comes to just being celebrities.
Absolutely. It just pretty much, bro. And you know what, bro? What I hate about, I ain't gonna say hate. That's a powerful word. What I dislike about our youth, they don't want to listen to the OGs.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you could offer them help, man, but it's man, you don't know what you're talking about.
Can't tell me nothing.
They call they call you Unc these days.
Yeah. You can't tell me nothing.
You don't know what you're talking about, Unc. You know what I mean? Old school. You don't know what you're talking about.
Wow.
So it's like, sometimes you could preach it, like you could tell them what's good, but it's up to them if they want to listen, bro. I know me personally, I wasn't built for that, man. So I'm not going to pretend up there and act like I'm hard, act like I'm tough. It's just, man, they just got to learn, bro. And sometimes it's hard when they got to learn the hard way, as far as getting killed, getting locked up. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough, bro. It's like this generation, you can't save, bro.
Amen. Wow, that's crazy. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in on the YouTube live, man. I see you out there, my man Compton and Whitener in the building. I see you. We got Check Rock is in the building. Check says that Jonte was one of the best Globetrotters to ever suit up. Hey, man, come on, baby. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. It is going down if you're just tuning in. We are right here, baby, with the 5'2" Former Harlem Globetrotter, baby, putting it down for you right now on this Memorial Day holiday, baby. Jonte, too tall, hard, baby.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love it. I love it. So we're here today, man, and let's just kind of get current just for a minute. It's Corona, man. Everybody kind of doing their things. We've been locked down for a little while, and now they're starting to open things up. How has this Corona situation been working for you? A lot of people, man, they be like, oh man, you know, Corona, I couldn't drop my album because Corona, I couldn't do this because Corona, I couldn't do that. Some people are having positive experiences. How has this been an opportunity or a disservice to you and what you have going on in your life?
Actually, it's been good. I ain't gonna say bad, but it's been good and somewhat. You know what? I'm gonna use that. It's been good and somewhat bad because it kind of had me like in a situation where I couldn't go to schools to do my motivational speaking. You know, because I normally do elementary and middle school.
Oh wow!
So that you know, I lost a lot of income for that situation. But the good thing about it is I'm doing a lot of podcasts and sharing my story, my message.
Amen.
So it's been good, and you know, it's kind of been good.
Okay.
It's been good. Yeah.
Amen.
It's been good.
Yeah,
It's been good.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Good.
So, are you making plans? Because now things are starting to open back up. I know that you do a lot of public speaking and stuff for the children and different things like that. They still talking about they don't know if the schools is gonna please open the schools back up. My kid driving me crazy. So,
I know, bro. It's been tough, man.
yes. Are you making plans where, okay, if they don't open the schools up, these are some other things that we can start doing where people can start to understand where they might be able to catch you out there doing your thing?
Yeah, so I'm gonna start doing. You know, I have a manager, man. Imaj LLC, my guy Eric Gaines. So it's my manager. So he have things set up to where I'm about to start doing virtual engagements.
Okay.
So we're about to start connecting with these schools out here, and you know that's you know that's an option. That's an option if the schools don't open up.
Yeah.
So trying to do that, man.
Amen, amen, amen. You mentioned motivational speaking, and that's what kind of brought us into where we are now. Tell us a little bit about it. What drove you into motivational speaking? Because I know something might happen in my life, and I'm like, man, people need to know about this. But not everybody takes the extra step to do what it takes to get the word out to the youth. What was it that happened to you or did you went through that drove you into the motivational speaking thing and said, you know what, this message needs to get out?
For the past 2 years, bro, you know, I left the Globetrotters last year, so I didn't retire. You know, I just walked away. So for the last 2 years, you know, I've been looking at the news and on social media. We losing a lot of our youth, man. You know, do bullying, do cyberbullying.
Yes.
A lot of kids killing themselves, man. So I said, you know, I talked to myself. I said, Jonte, you know, nothing else to prove. You made history with an iconic, world famous team. You first shortest in history.
That's right.
57 countries, all 50 states. I mean, what else we have to prove?
Come on.
So it's like now, it's like God blessed me with that to tell my story. So I thought it was perfect timing. It's time to get back now, you know? Time to get back to these kids because they need that, bro.
Amen.
They need that, bro.
Wow, that's deep, bro. We're going to change your name from Jonte to Too Deep. That's deep right there, bro. Wow, that's serious because they really need it, man. And we mentioned it earlier that they just not listening. I mean, they don't want you to spank your kids no more. And I believe the spanking is what got me to listen. I didn't listen either. But all it took was a belt a couple times. And I learned real quick. Fire's hot, don't play. Look both ways when you cross the street. You know what I mean?
Me too, bro.
But now it's like, okay, don't spank the kids. Put them in timeout. Wait a minute. On top of that, let's legalize weed. So now are they not paying attention? But now they all high. What the heck is going on? Bringing that to be a point.
Crazy, bro.
What is your opinion on that's what's trending right now? Is the legalization of weed? It's all over the place. What's your opinion on that? When we grew up talking about the DARE program, say no to drugs, weed is a gateway drug, and I was like, man, weed ain't bad. It's from the earth, man. Smoke you some weed. What's your opinion on that?
To each his own, bro. Like I never smoked a day in my life, so I
on.
don't know how that makes people feel. You know, it's just I don't know, bro. Like I never really thought about it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not what I do.
Okay.
So I mean, I don't condone it, but I don't judge.
Okay. Amen. That's what's up.
So whatever you do to calm your nerves. I mean, everybody have a thing that they do to keep calm, to keep them focused.
Okay.
And I don't knock nobody for doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't have an opinion about that situation. But like I said, man, I don't know, man.
Well, you in Baltimore, so they still trying to figure it out over there a little bit. I know people in Cali. I'm kind of on the fence with it too. I have my own opinion because I've been through the same type of struggles, maybe just a little different than yours, but I also have a day job. I work for the government. I do different things, and I know that I get drug tested on a regular basis. If they see me go do a show with Little Flip or go do something with some kind of rappers and they see it online, best believe I'm pissing in the cup on Monday. That is going down. And that's my only thing with the legalization of weed is because I don't do drugs, I can't say that I've never smoked weed or nothing, but I think it hurts our children by allowing them to have so much access to it. And then when they get out of high school or they just getting into college, the first thing they're going to do before they can get a job making $35, $45, $50 an hour is kick a weed habit. Is it that hard? I don't know. But that's my real negative on it. That's my opinion. It's tough, man. It's tough. So when we talk about that, and I was trying to kind of segue into some stuff because, you watch all the commercials like, when you smoke weed, Jimmy's just going to sit around and he's not going to skateboard. He ain't going to do nothing. What type of work ethic do you practice still today? Because to make it as far as you made it in your life, especially as a young African-American these days, man, you had to have a stellar work ethic. Do you mind sharing that with our listeners?
No, not at all. Of course, man, whatever you do in life, man, like lawyer, like you police officer, firefighter, you have to work at your craft no matter what it is. It's not going to happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just go to sleep and wake up and you great. Greatness come with practice, repetition. So you got to have that work ethic. So my work ethic now, bro, is now I'm a speaker now. It's totally different, but similar in so many ways because I got to prep. I got to make sure I got my speech down. I got to make sure that, my skills are still crisp. You know what I mean? My tricks and stuff still crisp.
Yes.
And stuff like that, man. So that work ethic is very important to have, whatever you trying to do in life.
Okay. Amen.
So you got to have that. You got to put in hours. You got to put in hours. Don't just, like, it kind of bothers me, bro, when people don't give it their all.
Yeah.
They think, okay, I'm going to get 5 minutes, get some shots up. Or I'm gonna work out for 2 minutes, or I'm gonna do a rep, and then I'm done.
Yeah.
No, you gotta get it in, bro. You want to be great, you gotta get it in.
Amen. Come on, that's the truth there.
Yep.
Now,
you gotta read, you gotta do all that stuff.
Yeah, see, come on, now black people don't read. I'm not a strong reader my damn self. I mean, I listen to the Bible. I listen to the Bible, y'all. I ain't playing with you.
That's true. That's
right?
I keep it 100.
That's real talk. So we out here, man, and we working and we living. And to be, I consider you a superstar. Some people say you're just a celebrity. Some people say you're a star. Some people just can't really fathom or even put you in a category of how much success you've had in your life. I know for a fact that you are a superstar because I've had your fans texting my phone talking about, this is Hunter. Jonte Hall is I'm his fan. Give me a free t-shirt or something. I'm like, what is going on? How is it to be, when you reach that level of superstardom, when you go to the grocery store, do people say, like, hey, Jonte, what's going on, son? How is it just living out on that level?
Hey, bro, it's amazing, man, because my favorite moment, one of my best moments as a Globetrotter is I had a fan come to me, bro. Like, it was like, when was it? It was like 2 years ago. And man, I felt like Michael Jackson, bro. Like, she like was crying and shaking, like, oh my God, Jonte. Oh my God. Wow. That's when I knew, bro. That's when I knew that I was, that I had some success because of that situation, man. And I still get it to a certain point, like the airports and stuff like that. People might see me like, oh, hold up. Are you a Globetrotter?
Yeah.
Your name is too tall, Jonte Hall.
Who's that little guy? He's got to be somebody.
Yeah. And bro, it still like makes me feel special, man. It still makes me feel good, man. Been from Baltimore, man, and been only 5'2", man. Been from the projects, bro, and to reach that level, man, it's a blessing, bro. And I still thank God to this day.
Amen.
Still thank God to this day.
Amen. Now, I know I've been all over the country. I haven't been all over the world, but the United States, we go all of them states and do those different things. And when I go back home, it's kind of a split. It's people who knew me as a young person and knew that I wasn't necessarily the best person in the world, and maybe they didn't have really high hopes for who I was going to be. And so those people kind of have their opinion of me, and then there's people who like, oh my God, I can't believe you made it too deep. You're too deep. And how is it when you get home? Is it when you're there in BMO, man? Is it like, hey man, yeah, Jonte, man, yeah, that's his Jonte. We know a little man down. We know his family. Or is it like, wow, okay, Jonte Hall is living next door to me? Are they like Instagramming Jonte's on the back porch? Look, and he's changing his shirt. Are you still getting those type of reactions?
You know what, bro? When I go and see my mom, cause I'm out of the projects now. Like I'm
Amen.
From the hood. Like I had to get out, bro.
Amen. That's real talk.
My mom is still there, and the thing about it, bro, I kept it real. I kept it 100. Since I've been a Globetrotter, I haven't changed. I'm still the same person.
Wow.
I still don't, I'm just normal, normal. So, and I think a lot of people appreciate that from me, keeping it 1,000. You know what I mean, and keeping it real. And they treat me like I'm a regular dude, and I like that.
Amen. Amen.
Because I feel like I'm not no different from the next person.
That's what's up. And they say real recognize real. That's about the oldest thing that you can get. And I believe that's really what helps to people to be able to still live in their communities and go home and visit and not have the hate and have to worry about, what might be happening here, because they say, hey, man, this dude real. He been 100 from the jump. So that's what's up. Amen. That's what's up. Corner Martin, I think that's Corner Conner Martin says, what's up, bro? He said, what's up, Jonte? He said, he used to live by me, so they coming out.
What's up, man? What's up, bro?
That's what's up. And here we are, man. So we're in this corona thing. We trying to get through it. And I'm not saying trying to get through it. We are getting through it because, I don't know, the government saying one thing, the doctor saying something else. Me, I'm going to lean on the side of just better safe than sorry. I'm still masked up, gloves. I'm going to be like, and they can take this the wrong way if they want, but this is radio. I'm going to be like one of them Chinese people before Corona. It's going to be a year later. I'm still going to have my mask on. Are you protecting yourself when it comes to that, or do you not fall victim to the hype? Are you one of those, oh, man, this is conspiracy theory? What's your opinion on what we're going through today? Because I never thought in a million years we'd see something like this.
But you know what, bro? I'm going to take it back to Michael Jackson. Everybody left Michael Jackson back in the day.
Come on.
Right? Everybody left that MJ.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man. But I'm protecting myself, bro. I'm back working, bro. I'm doing a 9 to 5, bro. And I'm protecting myself, bro. I work like at a warehouse. So it's like I see a lot of people, but I'm not close to that person like that. So it's like I pass through, So, but I'm protecting myself, man. And yeah, man, I'm surviving, bro. I'm surviving.
You said I'm surviving. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. It looks like we got somebody coming to the studio, man. Hold on. We got a special guest coming in. I'll be right back. We don't see who this is. Jonte, how are you doing? I am a great fan of the Harlem Globetrotters. It's amazing to have you on the show today. You know who I am. I am Donald Trump. Donald, too short, too bald, too sexy Trump. Listen to me. I know that things have been pretty tough going around these days with this coronavirus. Make sure you vote for Trump. Go Trump. I'm going to make America great again. I'll tell you what. For you, Jonte, and you only, I will offer you a $5 million stimulus package. But you can never touch another basketball again. No more preaching to the kids because we need to keep the youth down. We need to keep them down. $5 million stimulus for Jonte, too tall. Let me know what you think. Donald Trump, out. What the hell is that, man? How many times I thought I told you, get out of my studio, bruh? What is going on? Donald Trump, y'all, give it up for Trump stopping in, man. Well, you heard it from the man. You heard it from the man. He offered a $5 million stimulus, man. But you can't touch another basketball. It's over.
I can't. Hey, that bread, at the end of the day, it's about that bread. But I can't do it, bro, because what matters, bro, is the youth, bro, and inspiring these kids, man. So that's worth even more than $5 million.
Amen. Now, there's no right or wrong answer for that because I've had some people say, hey, man, yeah, I'll take that $5 million. I'll never play basketball. I'll just open up a school and teach kids how to play basketball. You know what I'm saying? Or different things like that. So that's an amazing answer. He says, man, the kids are more important than your $5 million, Trump. Thanks for stopping through. But drop that check off at the door. I don't know. I might have to figure something out with that joint right there. Let me fix this back here. Oh, man. It's been amazing. If you're just tuning in, we are acting a fool right here on Celebrity Talk with the one and only, straight out of BMO, baby, Jonte Too-Tall Hall, baby. Make sure you subscribe, man, because we are wilding out right now. Oh, man, I'm having way too much fun. So we out here, man, and everything's going back to normal. We don't just walk right on out of Corona. We don't do one more question here. We're in Corona. We're walking up out of it. Things are starting to change and getting back to normal. Do you have any immediate plans? So once they say, okay, look, Corona's dead. This is what it is. Go back to normal. Are you ready to just go back to normal? And do you have plans to really start digging in? Are you going to still be doing your internet stuff and getting back into the schools if they open all that up? You're just going to multiply and kill everything?
Absolutely. I can't wait to get back into these schools. I'm gonna still do the podcast and everything.
Okay.
Because podcast is it's a thing that you can really get your message out there online and stuff like that. So I'm definitely gonna keep that, man. And definitely gonna go into these schools. I can't wait. I'm excited. Trying to get many as I can. With these podcasts. I mean, with these schools, man.
Okay, that's what's up. Well, where can we?
State to state, city to city.
That's what's up. Well, where can we check out your podcast, man? I mean, how can we tune in? When you going live? Let me know what's up.
For sure. Well, I always post like this. Like I post your thing. I always try to post like a week before or a couple days before. And on my social media, my Jonte Not So Small, Instagram, Twitter, Jonte Not So Small, and Facebook, Jonte Hall. Okay. So I'm going to promote whatever I'm doing. I'm going to promote.
Okay, amen. And like, what platform are you using? Are you like on Spotify with your podcast? Are you on? There's different platforms. What platform does a person need to have so that they can make sure they can tune in when you do it? You doing it Instagram Live or what?
Mm-hmm. I do. I guess the person that's interviewing me, they normally set that up.
Okay.
So normally they've been working with Zoom, Facebook Live.
Okay.
And what's the other one? Skype.
Like Skype
too.
Periscope. Yeah.
That's another one too. I forgot the name right off the top.
Like Periscope or one of them joints. Yeah. Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Amen. So if you're just tuning in, we are live right here with Jonte Too-Tall Hall. Not to be confused with Jonte Hall on YouTube, who sent me a thing talking about come on and check out my videos because he was selling houses and stuff. I don't know. He seemed like he got a lot of stuff going on, so I ain't talking what he do. But he sure took this situation and slid right in. So I thought that was pretty funny because there's a lot of people who, when you have your name and your name is out there, if you really search Jonte Hall, there's a lot of Jonte Halls out of there. And some of them are like really just big fans of yours. Some of them just see that here's a way that they maybe be able to try to help their social media. Do you find that to be something that you experience quite often where people are sending you a lot of spam? Hey, man, check this out. I can get you your badge. Hey, man, get 5 million followers. Just pay me $1 million or something. And how do you deal with that?
Man, you know what? I get that a lot. But what I do, bro, I try to handle it professionally.
Okay.
I say, well, wrong person, wrong Jonte Hall, and they just leave it at that. So I don't really get into it much. But I tell them, wrong Jonte Hall.
You say wrong Jonte Hall, baby. That ain't me. Hey, man, that's what's up. Now, growing up, man, I was just gonna call it the inner city because a lot of people who have made it, man, have a backstory. A lot of us have grown up in the inner city. Some of us had both parents at home. Some of us didn't. My mom was a really strong woman. My dad really wasn't around for whatever reasons he had going on, but she instilled some morals and some values inside of me that helped me to grow and to learn and to be the person who I am today. What are some of the obstacles that you may have had to overcome growing up, in B-More, in the projects, man? But aside from just saying no to drugs or not having to get out onto the street, was there anything else that our listeners might want to know about you just personally that you're willing to share?
that's pretty much it, bro. They really the only things that I had to overcome. Just friends selling drugs and you know, like the typical stuff, man. Like friends like try to, you know, let me hold a gun. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. They really overcome that stuff, man.
Hey man, drive my car for me. You want to drive my car, bro? You can drive.
Yeah.
You can drive my car.
I've experienced that. It's just pretty much for the drugs, bro. The drugs, like to sell it, to do it, and you know, stuff like that, and also the weapons, the guns.
Okay, that's what's up, baby.
That's it, man. That's it.
I see you all faded up, man. You know,
yeah, bro.
You do yourself, or you? Yeah, I like that. You creased out of there. Come on,
quarantine it, baby. Did it myself. Quarantine.
What? Come on, you got a second hobby right there. Look at how tight that fade is. Oh my goodness. Yes. Now I cut my own hair. I cut my kids' hair. That's just another trait that I'm gonna just say. Black people, man, we seem to be able to adapt and realize that these are things that we can do if all we have to do is apply ourselves. What are some of the other things that when you see the youth and you're out there talking to the youth, that you help them understand that the sky is really the limit, man? There is nothing that we really can't do. And Obama showed us that.
Mm-hmm. So, bro, this is my brand. My Jonte Not So Small, right? So I preach. So I'm going to give you a brief description on my logo. So it's me. It's a self-description of me as a kid, spinning the basketball. Basketball's my gift. And I got the back paddle on my back. That means we need knowledge in everyday life. And a shadow comes from my heart. That means there's a big person in all of us. So the whole Not So Small, to get back to your question, is I preach. I don't just preach basketball. I don't push basketball. I push anything you can do, anything in this world. If you get good grades, listen to your teachers, listen to your parents. Wow. So that's the stuff I preach at my engagements. So I'm not just focused on basketball.
Wow, that's awesome.
So, and the whole Not So Small, bro. So I say, well, you never too small. They might think you too small to be a lawyer, to be a radio host. You might not have enough education to do this. You know what I'm saying? So the whole Not So Small is just you're not so small to do anything.
Wow, check that out, man. That's so much bigger than even I thought it was. It's like, okay, because I truly thought that Not So Small was like, yeah, he's short, but he might dunk on you. He's not really so small. He might put a whack. Oh, give me some water, you know what I'm saying, in your face. Not so small. Yes, it's really not that. It's like you are not so small to where, like Nas, I know I can't be what I want to be. You could do anything. You're never too small. Oh, Lord have mercy. That's deep, man. Wow. Wow, that is what's up, man. And we got the youth out here. Have you been able to see like someone who you may have spoken to, some of the kids, and saw them do some things and like to change their life and say, you know what, man, this Mr. Jonte, this is because you I made this decision, Mr. Jonte.
Bro, you know what, man? During my first speaking tour, it was last year. One of my first tours, man. And the kid was so shy to talk to me, so he waited after my engagement and told his teacher, bro. You said, I forgot the kid name. Let's just say his name was Bob, Little Bobby.
Okay, Little Bobby.
Little Bobby.
I like that.
So Little Bobby told his teacher and was like, at first I didn't want to play baseball, but after I seen Jonte speak, I want to play baseball now. Everybody told me he was too small. Wow. And then when he saw me, bro, when he saw me speak and everything, and it's baseball, it's not basketball. Wow. So that right there, bro, that really hit home. That really touched my life.
Amen. Man. That's what's up. Well, we talked about that tight fade you got going. Is there a Mrs. Hall at the building? Or, I mean, what's up with the ladies? Because I know you got to be beating them off with that stick. You be hitting them with the ball like dodgeball and stuff.
No, bro. I settled down, man. I had all my fun on the road, man, and now I'm settled down. I got my kid. I got a 5-month-old baby.
Amen. Come on.
So I'm settled down, man. I got me a lady, and we happy, man.
Amen. Congratulations. 5-month-old baby. That's what's up. So what'd you name your baby? Let's just have a little bit of fun. Like Too Short or what? What's the baby? She got a good nickname?
Yeah, you know what? Jameer. His name is Jameer Jonte.
Jameer Jonte. Oh, that's awesome, man. Congratulations, bro.
Thanks, bro.
That's what's up.
And bro, I do call him baby too tall and baby not so small. I do.
Okay, that's what's up. Hey, you gotta keep it running. That's what's up, baby.
Yeah,
Not so
yeah.
small. And you know the way it is, right? The way things have gone. I got my 3 boys are all at least 3 or 4 inches taller than me.
That's what's up.
Way a little bit more than me. So you about to have a 6-footer in the house talking about too small.
But my son, bro, I'm not going to force basketball on him. But bro, if he grow to be like 6 foot, bro, I'm like, yo, you can get us some bread.
Yeah, I can show you how to get us some bread, son.
You get us some bread.
Oh Lord,
yeah,
definitely
sure,
keep the family legacy going, because a lot of families and a lot of people out there don't realize that even in the music industry and in sports, if you really stop and think how many grandfathers, fathers, and sons are in the industry and they have that connection, they already know they could pick up a phone and call Art Modell, you know what I'm saying? They have them in the situation. So that's amazing that did you have that opportunity to be able to spread that love not only to your son and your family, but to all of the millions of children that you teach and that you touch, bro. Thank you.
Appreciate that, bro.
It's not a lot of men out there, man, that have reached the level of superstardom like yourself and say, you know what, I need to stop doing this because I've done what I need to do on this, and now I need to go teach. So when you're doing that, how does your wife support you in that? Does she help you kind of go through and critique your speeches and be like, look, you're slurring. That's not a real word, Jonte.
Bro, she helped me out so much, man, because, from Baltimore, bro, or from the inner cities, we talk with, slang. We don't pronounce words. So it's like, when I use the wrong words, she's like, babe, come on. No.
Yeah, right.
Pronunciate.
Pronunciate. Come on.
Yeah,
you're trying to use big words to sound like a little more. It's like, that's not it, baby. That's not it. That's not it.
She helped me out a lot, man. She helped me out a lot.
That's what's up. And that kind of I was going to segue into another question, but that kind of answered it, talking to ask about how important is it really to have your family support, just a strong support system around you. Just believe in you and believe in your message, believe in your word and what you have going on, and not to be giving you a hard time, because I know if you on tour making money, wifey like, okay, yeah, fool, you on tour making money. But if you just thought, well, I'm going to go to Canada and I'm going to do this speaking engagement, she like, what you mean Canada where? How important is it to have that support at home? I already know.
Bro, it's very important, man. And it's great to have somebody that's in your life that support what you do, because if you don't have that, man, it's like it will be tough. It will be extremely tough if you don't have somebody, your partner, to support your vision, your dream, and your aspirations and your goals, man. So to have that, because I met her when I was still a Globetrotter.
Okay.
So she handled that stuff like a champ. Like she came out, I flew out when I can, and she stuck by me, bro.
That's awesome.
And I thank God for her. You know what I mean? So she very supportive, and she the one that really told me. She was one of the ones that really told me, build my brand. So you can't play all your life, because I was like at one time, bro, maybe 5 years ago, you couldn't tell me I wasn't gonna be a Globetrotter. I wanted to do that for the rest of my life.
Come on.
Straight off top, bro. So she told me look, come up with your logo. Here, a pencil, piece of paper, draw your logo out, and tell me what your logo stand for. So she really tested me. Like, she really motivated me to build my brand, get my shit trademarked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was because of her,
wow.
I really, you know what I mean? I really pushed, bro.
Okay.
I really pushed.
Hey, man, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And we talk about brand, and when you're doing things like that, how has the social media really been able to help you? I know, when I was kind of first starting out, we didn't really have social media. I mean, I'm all the way back to Facebook. If you search I Am Too Deep, I still got a Facebook account up and running right now.
Yeah.
We had to get out and sell albums. If we were trying to market or promote or do something, you really had to get out and physically have contact with people to make it happen. How has the internet been able to help you to continue your branding and make it bigger? And now people who never even heard of you know who Jonte Hall is.
Bro, the internet was a plus, bro. Is a plus because because I have my Tutor page. That's my verified page, and I just recently branded myself with my own IG, my own Twitter, Jonte Not So Small. So trying to I waited till I got off the team to promote my stuff on a Globetrotter page because do contract stuff you couldn't really promote your own stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so I had to wait until I got off the team to really promote, to really dig deep.
Okay.
And promote myself on my Globetrotter page and get my fans to follow my Jonte Not So Small page. So it's been a plus, bro. It's been a plus to be able to promote your stuff.
Yeah, amen. That's And social media is so weird these days, and even for superstars like yourself, is like, I could see you could put something positive on, like, hey, man, having a good day, whoop, whoop, whoop. And it'll be slow. It'll still get 150, 200, 400, 500 likes and stuff. But you go in there and be like, man, fuck the world. Excuse my language. And now you're viral automatically. How do you refrain from...
Like, why you gotta, be like that to get, like, a million followers? I mean, a million views.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's crazy.
And then that's the question. How do you refrain from knowing that? Because very intelligent people can see that that's really how it trends. How do you keep yourself mentally from saying, you know what, all I got to do is just make up something today to get them stirred up and I can drive traffic? How do you stay away from that? Because there's people out there doing all kind of stuff. They smacking themselves with the tumbleweed and jumping off of stuff and planking on cop cars, doing just outrageous stuff to try to get followers and likes. How do you kind of stay mellow and stay away from that? Say, look, this is who I am. I don't do that kind of stuff. You're going to like me for who I am, and that's it.
Just pretty much know who I am, bro. Like I know I'm not no fake guy. So I can't sit up here and promote something that I'm not.
Okay.
So just being real, bro, that kind of like make me not be a fool and do that type of stuff because it's trending.
Okay.
You know, for likes. I feel like somebody gonna notice me. They gonna notice me for who I am. So
amen.
Fuck that. Forget that. I'm not into that. You know what I'm saying? So I separate myself with the crazy stuff, man. So I'm just gonna keep it PG. You know, keep it PG. You know.
Okay.
And keep it moving. It's inspirational. Keep it moving.
That's it. You got yourself a TikTok? I know you got to be on TikTok. Everybody on TikTok right now.
You know what? I'm still working on that.
Still working on the TikTok?
Yeah, still working on the TikTok, bro.
We had a couple people. So what we do is when we announced that we're going to have a celebrity on, we kind of go through our WhatsApp pages and our Facebook pages, let our listeners know what's going on, and give them an opportunity to ask questions. A lot of them are kind of far-fetched. I don't know where people come up with some of this stuff, but we kind of monitor them, scan them, and see what's going on. One of the questions that Red had for us, and let me see here, I'm going to kind of ad-lib a little bit. He was like, okay, so if you had an opportunity to go back to basketball, would it be a hard transition going from playing like on the Globetrotters to like an NBA team, knowing that you can't travel no more, you can't stand on somebody's shoulders to dunk? Would you be able to make that transition, and do you think you would be successful if that opportunity had arise?
You talking about like going back to a basketball team?
Yes, sir. So like NBA call, say, hey man, come on down, let's get it.
You know what, bro? I think I will go back to the Globetrotters, man, because the Globetrotters are like different from the NBA, man. Like they not just basketball players; they ambassadors of goodwill. They go to children's hospitals, they go to schools, so it's more than just basketball with them, man. That molded me, that built me to who I am today, and I'm set in that way, man. Like I'm happy about my career, and that's the person I am. They ever like, well, I'm not going to go back, but I'm saying, if you like, you know what I mean, like what you said, for the opportunity to go back, you know, that was, you know, that'd be my team.
Okay, amen. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what's up. Globetrotter all day long.
Yeah.
So, do you still got your handle? Do you still practice, or know? Look, I'm trying to dribble between my legs right now. You still got your handle? Do you still practice and play around with the ball, or do you find yourself not doing that as much because you have more responsibilities that you've opened yourself up to in regards to the speaking and the podcast and different things you have in your life? Your new baby?
I'm not doing it as much, but doing my speaking engagements, I am engaged with the kids. So what I do, I teach each kid a trick. Like I come out and do my tricks and stuff.
Oh, what?
And yeah, bro. Yeah.
Come on, man. No way.
Yeah. So I teach every kid their own trick. You know what I'm saying? And I get 2 teachers as well. Like I get about 5 kids, get 2 teachers and teach them their own trick. And, you know, I do a half-court shot. I spin a ball on my finger, make a layup. So, yeah, bro. I mean, I still have to get the ball stuff, man.
Come on. That's what's up, man. You know, that was always the hardest thing, was getting it. I could get it to spin, but to keep on making it spin, that just, I don't know if my finger.
I'm gonna show you real quick. I'm gonna show you real quick.
Okay, that's what's up. Come on. Oh, we gonna do this finger bit, y'all. Let's get it. That's what it is. If you're just tuning in, we are live. Look at, he came in spinning the ball like it ain't nothing, y'all. Come on. We are live with Jonte Hall, baby. That's crazy.
I still got it.
Look, that's nuts, man. How much patience and, like, it's got to be hand-eye coordination to be able to do that. I mean, I can do a little bit with the ball. I'm fast. So as long as I can control the ball, then I can get to the hole, I can step back, and I can shoot. But how much hand-eye coordination does it take? Is that mostly just purebred skill, or is it really a whole lot of skill and a whole lot of practice?
Both. Like, a whole lot of skill, a whole lot of practice. Like, I was spinning the basketball on my finger since I was a kid.
Wow.
So, and I did learn the other tricks, you know, when I got with the Globetrotters. But just a lot of practice, bro.
Wow.
Like, the whole thing to spin a basketball, you want to get a good spin, right? Get a good spin. And then you want to have a sturdy finger. And you want your finger to always hit these panels, bro.
Oh.
So every time.
Oh, it's in the panel. You be cheating.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how you do it.
It's a lot of practice, bro. A lot of practice.
Oh, Lord have mercy. You know, I never realized that. I'm spinning the ball. I'm trying to get it. It didn't matter where it get, just long as that joint get on there somewhere. I used to do this one thing where I was spinning on the palm of my hand. That way I knew I wasn't going to drop it. It's like, man, you ain't doing nothing, bro. That's not how you do it, bro. Oh, my God. I love it. I love it. So when you go back home and you're out just kind of messing around, maybe going by the court, it said, when the corona ain't holding us down, and you see people do they challenge you? Do some of your old friends like, yo, man, you old son, you can't do that Globetrotter stuff on me, bruh.
Sure, yep.
Come on.
See, by the end of the day, bro, and a lot of my teammates had this problem too. See, you know, we get tested, bro. A lot of people think, oh, you're a Globetrotter, you're about tricks. Yeah. No, I can really do this. I do this shit. I can hoop.
Come on.
You know what I mean? So some people get really kind of like they test you like, dang, you can't really hoop, bro. You're a Globetrotter. No, bro, I do this.
Come on.
So sometimes you gotta prove, bro. You gotta prove to them, man, that you can still get it in.
Come on, amen.
And they test you, bro. You know what I mean? They test you.
Yeah. So, like, what is that other? There's another type of basketball like they do in New York, and I forget.
Street ball.
The street ball. So, can you compare the two? Is it kind of like street ball? No, it ain't nothing like street ball. It's a little different.
I mean, of course, street ball got a lot to do with the Globetrotters. Well, the Globetrotters inspired them.
Okay.
So, the Globetrotters been around since 1926.
That's right.
So the street ball, they were inspired by the Globetrotters. So it's similar, but they put their own flair to that thing.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, it's a little different when they dribbling with their knees, and they do a lot of different stuff to the Globetrotters. And the Globetrotters was like a show. So when you guys were going to perform, because it's just like a musician going to perform for his crowd, tell us a little trick. Do the other teams know what's going on, or y'all just playing ball and they just like, damn, here they go again. Here we go again.
No, actually, bro, both teams compete, man. Like I was with the other team at first. I played with them for a year and a half. And both teams competing. Of course, it's some parts of the game where the Globetrotters entertaining and stuff like that. But other than that, bro, it's a live game, bro.
Who gonna win, right? Who gonna win?
Competing, bro. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So do you guys rehearse a lot? Well, did you guys rehearse say, okay, look, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and then you can do this, and they will pull the referee's pants down?
No, not at all, bro.
Wow, it's like basketball.
No, not at all. Yeah, it's like both teams practice. Like they be on that end of the court because they travel with us. So they come to the court with us and they be on that end. We might scrimmage a little bit before the game, and we be on that and we doing our thing. So it's like, okay, whatever we got to do as far as entertainment, we do it. We do it amongst ourselves.
Wow.
And then they just practice that stuff. So it's pretty much, bro. They competing, bro. They coming for our asses.
They say they coming for the win. If you just tuning in, you are fashionably late, so you must be black, but you haven't missed it. We are live right here on Celebrity Talk with the one and only, baby, straight out of BMO, Jonte Hall, baby. Yeah. I love it. You done missed the
I love your
basketball
energy, bro.
spin.
Hey, bro, I love your energy, man.
Wow, thank you. God is good, man. I really appreciate it. And I love the fact that you take the time out of your busy schedule to be here with us. I couldn't have anything but this type of energy, man, because just to be in your presence really helps to motivate me, man. So I can only imagine what it does to our youth to when they be able to see somebody like, yo, this man made it. He had a dream, he went after it, and he got it. We got a few more minutes, take a negative to twist to this thing a little bit. You were in college, you were playing college like community ball.
Yeah, there you go.
And you got out of the community ball thing. Was it just school wasn't working for you? It was like, man, this just ain't it. I gotta find a better way, or what was it? And then how did you stay positive and continue to move forward? Because that's what a lot of our youth are missing. They don't want to go to college. School ain't really for them. Or they get in there, they don't have the funds to do it. And they find themselves right at that Jonte Hall level, but maybe turn left instead of turning right.
Yeah. So, bro, the reason why I got out of college was my mom got sick. My mom has MS. So I had to really drop out of college. I don't like to use that term, drop out, but it is what it is. So I had to, get out of college and work a regular job, make an honest living. I know I wasn't built for the streets.
Wow.
So I stayed legit, legal, as far as doing janitorial work.
Amen.
And
legal money stretch much longer.
Yeah, bro. So I did that all through my 20s, bro, mid-20s. And then my mom said, Jonte, look, I realized basketball is what you want to do. So she told me, she set me down, bro. And she was sick. She still is sick to this day. I still take care of her.
Amen.
She was like, if you want to play basketball, go start trying out. So that's when I started trying out, bro. My first tryout was the NBA G League. I traveled. I took my last bit of money, $200, see my name.
Come on.
Tried out, bro. See where I was at, skill wise. Out of 200 guys, I was last 25 to still be there.
Wow.
Out of that 200, out of that 25, only one guy made it.
Wow. Come
on.
They
gave me hope, bro. They gave me hope. They gave me the confidence that I needed to okay, Jonte, you can really do this shit. You can really hoop.
That's right.
So, so it's okay. I took that and ran with it. When I came back home, my confidence was here, bro.
You was like, let's go.
And I was like, let's go.
He's shooting everything in the trash. You're cleaning up, throwing passes. I can see you at work right now. Lord, that's crazy.
But you know what, bro? I can understand certain players feel like school is not for them because school is not for everybody. That it is what it is. So I can relate to that. School is not for everybody.
Amen. That's what's up. Amen. Compton say you make spinning that ball look too easy.
Already.
That's what's up. Shouts out to my man Compton M. Lightner out there, always working hard, man, making things happen right here for the KFSM Radio Network. Follow Compton M. Lightner on all social media. That's my boy, man. He's doing it up big. Listen, man, let's give them your social media one more time, man, where they can know, because we need everybody to realize how motivational you are, not only as a celebrity basketball player, but as a motivational speaker, as a husband and a father. You have so much going on, man. Please tell us how they can get at you on your social media, brother.
Facebook, guys, Jonte Hall. Instagram, Jonte Not So Small. Twitter, Jonte Not So Small.
Amen.
Yep, that's all my links.
That's it right there. Jonte Not So Small, baby.
Yep.
I love it. Has there been anything that's happened in your immediate future, aside from congratulations again on your son, the 5-month-old, that we haven't touched on, that you really want our listeners to know about you? Just anything that you may have had going on or something, an experience that you may have maybe during Corona or not, that you just like people to know about?
Well, you know what, bro? I just want to say this to all the listeners out there. You may be at a situation. You might be in a situation where you're not happy for your job related. You might be somewhere where you think you're not. Well, you know you're not. Well, you know you're good enough to do better. But they only pit stops. They only pit stops. So we got to really accept it for right now, because it's only a season. We all go do pit stops. We all got to grind. I'm back at a pit stop. I'm working 9 to 5. But I know that's not where I'm going to be at for the rest of my life. That's to prep me to where I'm going at in the future. So realize it's only a pit stop, and don't stop there. Keep grinding. We all get tested by the universe, by God, and we just got to pass the test until we're ready. Until God feel like we're ready for that ultimate goal. So go and do what you got to do. Make God feel like you appreciate it, and just, you got it. You got this.
Amen. Amen. Inspirational words from Jonte Too Tall Hall, baby. Yeah. Listen, man, and that is so deep right there because, like, there's a few celebrities that I hang out with. Like, if I go on tour with Super Unit and Little Webby and those guys, they call me 9 to 5 because I've always had a 9 to 5. It didn't matter how big my music career has gone or how big the radio career has gone, I still get up and I go to work. I keep a 9 to 5. Not only because if this doesn't bring in the income it takes to support my house, I'm going to work. I'm still going to be able to pay my rent. You know what I'm saying? So it's very, very important that y'all listen to what Jonte Hall just told you. Don't be ashamed to work. It don't matter what your friends tell you. No matter what them people call you, man. Do what you have to do to be successful. Get through the season of where you at and watch success come at you, man, all day long. Amen. Wow. Exactly. That's so amazing. He says it's only a pit stop, baby. Come on. So you say pit stop, so we'll do just a little bit more. Have you been, I know you've been on social media, so have you seen how, like, NASCAR just opened up? All those people that are just gathering at the raceways and stuff. What?
No, bro, I didn't see that. I didn't see that, bro.
Listen, bro, it's like hundreds of thousands of people. Like, just this weekend, NASCAR opened up, man, and they, like, right on top of each other. So NFL hasn't been doing it. Basketball hasn't been doing it. Baseball still trying to figure it out. They haven't been doing it. NASCAR, like, forget that, man. We're going fast. Let's go. And they got everybody. They got everybody in the stands.
Bro, me personally, I think that's a bad idea. I don't think it's time for that yet, man. We don't have a vaccine for that shit yet.
That's right. Wow.
So,
amen.
You know, I know, bro. I'm not gonna be there. So it's like, you know, I'm not gonna be there.
Yeah, so, I'll watch it on TV.
Bad, bro.
I saw, what did I see? My wife showed me some stuff yesterday, and it was like, or was it, maybe it was earlier today. It was a pool party. Some celebrity did like a pool party. So, I mean, and they're like, yeah, everybody's dancing around. They got on their bikinis and everything. And then at the bottom, somebody had commented, after party at the ER, see you there. I was like, oh no, what is going on here? It's so much time. It's the creativeness that people have when it comes to social media and doing things. Now, do you do all your own social media, or do you have like a team of people that help you to make sure that you create the apps, the right posts at the right time, or you just on it, man, doing your thug thizzle and just repping Jonte Hall?
Me, bro.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Amen. Well, once again, bro, I'd like to thank you for joining us. For those of you just tuning in, you are fashionably late. You done missed the whole damn thing. That means you must be black. Come on, man. We were live right here on Celebrity Talk with the one and only Jonte Hall, baby. Go ahead. You got it, brother.
Hey, guys, I want to leave with this quote.
Yes.
I live by this quote every day of my life. As long as your heart stands tall, you're not so small.
Wow. Make sure you trademark that because our listeners will try to take it. Tell us that one more time, brother. One more time. Give us that quote because that's deep. Listen to y'all. Listen.
As long as your heart stands tall, you're not so small. It's my little man right here.
Amen. Hey, what's up, buddy? Yay! Oh, yeah, he already as tall as you are now. What's up, son? I see you, shorty. Oh, my God. He is handsome, bro.
Thank you, man.
Wow. Amen. Congratulations to you, man. Your wife, bro. Your beautiful family. Thank you again for joining us, man. And if there's anything that you need from us over at KFSM Radio, let me know. And we'll definitely make sure we take care of you, bro.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, man.
Amen. Jonte Hall, baby. Yeah! We'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, man. You just missed it. Amen. That's what's up. Listen, tune in Monday because we got the 4th Disciple coming up. We got so many celebrities just handing down. I need to look at this thing right here. Yeah, we got the 4th Disciple on next Monday on the 1st. We got Beanie Siegel on the 8th. We got the legendary Smooth B on the 15th. Come on, man. Jimi Kendricks will be here on the 22nd. We got Mondeezy in the building. It is going down. Make sure that you check out the repeat right here so you can check out Jonte Too Tall Hall, baby. Tell Tell a friend to tell a friend. KFSM Radio's where it's at. Make sure you subscribe, baby. I'm Too Deep. Jonte Hall, and we out, baby. Thanks for coming, bro.
I appreciate you, man. Thanks for having me, bro.
Amen.
What's up? This is Jay-Z. Hey, yo, this is Eminem. Yo, what's going on? This your boy Drizzy Drake. Yo, what's up? This is Usher. This is Big Snoop D.O. Double G.
Hey, man, I'll talk to you in a minute.
This is your boy, Bad Boy Billy Sly.
Hey, yo, wings up. This your boy, Judah Priest.
Yo, what up? It's the one and only Murphy Lee.
Yo, this your boy,
That's right, it's your boy, Havoc the Mouthpiece from the South Central Cartel.
This is Steve Arrington, a.k.a. The Invade, only on KFSM Radio.
KFSM Radio.
On KFSM. KFSM Radio.
KFSM Radio.
On KFSM Radio.
KFSM. It's your radio station. KFSM radio station. KFSM radio station. I'm tuning in.